Hello everybody, Slyshots here, and in today's video I will be showing you what is the best build for Wizard. In this video I will be laying out a few tips and tricks, so if that's something you want to see, make sure that you stick around for the whole entire video. If you guys are joining me for the first time, I am Sly and I make tutorials on PvZ. I show you guys what is the best builds and explain to you why it's the best build. If you guys are interested into more PvZ tutorials / builds, make sure that you're subscribed because I'm going to be making more videos, one on each character, so that you guys know what's the best build. So without further ado, this is the best build for Wizard. So the best build is going to be Refreshing Revive, Viosa, I think that's how you say it, and the Bottle Bouncer. So with Refreshing Revive, you're going to have a faster refresh time for all of your abilities by reviving an ally. And with Viosa, you're going to cause an explosion at your feet when you're using Spell Disaster. This is good because it increases the amount of damage you could do with Spell Disaster. And last but not least, we have Bottle Bouncer. So with Bottle Bouncer, you're going to detonate a Zee-lixir onto yourself and one where you're aiming. This is helpful because you basically throw 2 Zee-lixirs. When you throw a Zee-lixir, you're going to temporarily make your allies immortal. And if you throw one to the enemy, it stops them from jumping and sprinting, making them very easy targets. What I like to do with Bottle Bouncer is, when I'm fighting the enemy, I like to be shooting and then I throw them a bottle. Once I've used Zee-lixir, I'm going to be immune from their shots and they're going to be slowed down. When I'm immune to their shots, I can still be dealing a lot of damage, but they won't be able to deal damage to me. For example, this Citron right here, as you guys saw, he was shooting at me, but none of those shots even mattered. I like the Zee-lixir a lot because it'll basically make you invincible for a few seconds, and that's really good because while you're invincible, you could still be shooting at them, and you could also go for a Spell Disaster. The Zee-lixir is also good for helping out your teammates. For example, right here, this Dandelion couldn't do any damage to us because we were basically invincible for a few seconds. And right here, this Nightcap starts doing the Fung Fu, and I save Super Brains by throwing a Zee-lixir. Another cool thing that you can do with the Zee-lixir is save your teammate from getting burrowed by Chomper. So with the ability Spell Disaster, you're going to slam the ground with your staff and summon magical orbs that chase and do damage to nearby enemies. So roughly, I made a little circle here to show you what's the homing range. So when you do the Spell Disaster, any enemy that's around you in like this little circular range is going to get chased by an orb. And the orbs are pretty deadly. They do a total of 80 damage, which one-shots Nightcap. Now with the ability Viosa, you're actually going to do damage when you slam your staff. You're going to do 50 damage, and the range is pretty insane. So I slam my staff and I do 50 damage, which was enough to kill the Wildflower. So with this perk, you're going to do a total of 130 damage to the enemy. That's 50 for the slam and 80 for the orb itself, making it do a grand total of 130, which is just insane. Spell Disaster is really good for multi-vanquishes. If there's a group of plants together, you could just run in, throw a Zee-lixir, and then slam your staff on the floor, and then that's going to do a lot of damage. With the ability Costar, you're going to hover above an ally as a star in an orb to provide extra firepower, and you're going to grant them armor. The best way to support your allies, if you are a wizard, is to go into Costar mode. So with Costar mode, you're going to basically go inside of an orb right on top of their head. And this is actually my favorite combo, which is the Super Brains and Costar. When you're in Costar mode, whoever you're supporting, for example right here, I'm supporting the Super Brains, you're going to be granting them armor, which helps them stay alive for a lot longer. And that is very useful because if they vanquish Super Brains, you are going to fall out of your Costar mode and you're going to be dizzy for a while, making you a very easy target. When you are in Costar mode, and you and your teammate are looking at the same direction, your primary is going to gain an insane buff. You're going to fire faster, and you're going to have the homing ability, making it a lot more deadly. But if you guys are not looking at the same direction, you're going to shoot a lot slower. And in this clip, as soon as Super Brains turned around, my primary started shooting a lot faster, and I gained the homing ability. If you are a wizard and you find yourself with low health, look around and see if there's a zombie that you could Costar into. That could save your life and support your teammates. And that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new around here and you want to see future Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville content, make sure to hit that subscription and bell notification so that you know when it's the next time I post. Next video is going to be the pea shooter video, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.